Introduction. My name is Antoinette Bergin. I have been a professional nanny for 13 years, during which time I have worked for over 142 families. No one seems to keep me on long, which is okay. I came to America from London, England, and I have learned when Americans hire a British nanny, they expect a certain stereotype. Actually, what they expect is a British nanny movie quality perfection in the traditional sense. Apparently, this desired level of perfection is not what I bring to the table. This has led to many misunderstandings, hasty dismissals, and on occasions involvement with local law enforcement. I've since retired from the nanny business, but the one aspect I truly miss is telling stories. I love reading to children. Of course, I'm not pleased with fairy tales or any of the other children's books I've researched. I believe them to be overly optimistic and stupid. I believe if you read overly optimistic and stupid stories to children, they will become overly optimistic and stupid people themselves. I prefer stories that entertain, but at the same time prepare children for some of the realities waiting for them in the grown-up world. Therefore, I write my own stories. 100% of parents that have heard my stories deem them wholly inappropriate for children. Since I no longer nanny, I've compiled my stories into this book. I've called it Bedtime Stories for Children You Hate, which may seem an odd title. However, looking back on my 13 years, I did hate the children left in my charge. It was not their fault, really. They were born of parents with more money than brains, an ideology that made utterly no practical sense. I was forbidden to read these stories to the children for which I cared, and ironically, the lessons contained in them might have changed the little darlings into puppets I could tolerate. I hope you read and enjoy my tales. Whether you share them with your children is entirely up to you. Even if you choose to keep the stories to yourself, I feel I've done something good here, as most adults could use a quick refresher course in an unabridged reality. Happy reading and best wishes, Antoinette.